Hey, I'm Krista Wax. You're listening to MSP Sound on KFAI, and I am joined here by many of the artists that are performing at the upcoming Power Up event on International Women's Day. Hello.
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 All right. Let's all take a second and introduce ourselves. I'll just call out names and you can say kind of what your music style is or what we can expect at the show. And we'll start with Atim. How are you?
Hi, my name is Atim. And kind of what you can expect from the show is just some flow going in and out, being really present with the body and other energies that are in the room, and really just like going on a journey of like really building community during such like dire times.
Fantastic. Maida. Hi.
Hi, I'm Mayda, and I play like pop, funk, rock music. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody because I don't think I've played with any of these people or on the same stage at the same time. So, or the same day, night, whatever. So I'm excited for that. I'm probably more excited for that than performing, but I always like performing. And yeah, it'll be my first show of the year. So I'm pretty rusty. Um, this will be a good warm up.
Oh, Maida. And we have the Muatas here. Hello.
Unmute here. Hello, how are you? I'm Ayana Muata, she, her.
I'm Cam Muatas, he, him.
And yeah, speaking of the first show of the year, this will be our first show of the year because the last show we did was December 3rd. And we were hoping to take like a little break in the winter because we played gigs all last winter and it was tough. So we thought we'd go into the studio and we'd work on, just putting some music together. And we're working on our next album. But this has been a really kind winter, and we're really actually very excited to get back out and play live again. So yeah, and we do.
I was just gonna say, much like Mayda, I'm just looking forward to just being on the same bill with everybody and just hearing everybody do their thing.
Yeah, and we do post-punk, and we post-punk, trip hop, electronic, shoegaze. Yeah, that kind of encapsulates the bulk of what we do.
Nice. And last but not least, we have Corinne here. Hello, Corinne.
Hi, I'm just bearing witness to all the talent. That's what I'm doing.
That's important.
So yeah, I book an event coordinate at the Hook and Ladder, and I just nabbed this date and thought of people that I admire. And I talked about this a little bit recently, but I just think lineups don't involve different genres and different people and different identities enough in Minneapolis. And I think it's really important for community and just for fun to hear new stuff and mix it up and get people out of their comfort zones. So I'm really excited for the show.
That's wonderful. Thanks. And I fully agree. That's one of my wishes every year is that people would book more shows that feature cross genres. That's always, if that's something I'm booking, I try to find a little mix of something of everything. It's so much more fun.
That's why you're the perfect person to host the show, because you're good at that.
That's right. I will be hosting. I am so excited. Yay. Such a great lineup. Anyone that you're really excited to be pairing up with, or I know there's quite a few other bands. Jillian Rae, Spit Takes, Laura Hugo. Am I missing someone?
And then my friend DJ Demonica is spinning, so she's going to be spinning a bunch of different stuff to kind of. I just said, choose as many women as possible and go across all the genres. She's a music nerd, so she's going to do a good job.
Great. What else can people expect that night? Is this going to be on 2 stages?
Yep, it's Friday, March 8th. It's going to be 2 stages, flip-flopping sets. So constant action. And then whenever there's a lull, there's going to be vinyl and dancing. So there will never be a time that won't be fun.
That's
So, yeah.
fantastic.
Doors at 7 p.m.
Friday, March 8th. Anything, let's see, what else is happening in everyone's worlds musically? Is that too broad? That's a real big thing. Anything exciting that we can expect from all of you further down along from this event through 2024?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just excited to be working and putting some new material down in the studio, and we've got quite a few shows that we're starting to line up now that it is almost officially spring and we're going into a little bit the warmer months. So yeah, just really happy to be out in community again. I mean, it's fun to make music, it's fun to go in the studio, it's fun to songwrite. I'm sure you all agree, but there's nothing like actually making those connections with people in real life, in real time. So that's what we're really excited about more than anything.
Yeah.
I guess I'll agree with that. I think for me, I'm trying to definitely get out and see more people in person. And I think for my solo stuff, I'm probably going to try to be more out of town. And then I'm just like trying to go with the flow with things and not trying to push things too hard. And I just want to make sure things are fun and worth it in general for me, instead of forced and pushed. And I'm actually getting together with Corinne to try to make some music, and I'm down to do it, girl.
I just get intimidated by Mayda, so I'm just like, oh, just tell me what to do.
I'm all about collaborating and working with people and having more of a conversation versus like I'm performing at you. I'd rather perform with people. And I mean, I also back other people in their bands. I like to become part of the ensemble, versus the front man. So if anybody needs keys, bass, guitar, producer, sampling, I love doing it. It's what I live to do. It's what keeps me living. So yeah. That's my spiel.
That's really great. And that's like good to know because like this past year I've been working on building a lot of relationships with artists and like going out and meeting community. That's what's really important to me. And building relationships with like the audience members too who are experiencing the work because I think it goes both ways. Like the energy is being like given and reciprocated. Like we need both of that in that piece. And so I'm really excited, honestly, to just be in a room full of so many talented people and to be inspired because I mean, life right now is really hard to be a human and the grief is real. And when I'm surrounded by other artists, it inspires me to keep on moving and the importance of art and art being healing and also like a weapon of resistance. And so yeah, I'm really excited about that. And that's just kind of been navigating. I definitely agree. I'm trying to avoid the push or the force, just kind of going with the flow and allowing different projects and relationships that take me to like um the next thing to create something beautiful. So I'm currently working on an EP. I'm hoping to release later this fall. Yeah, and I'm just kind of just like really again allowing myself to like be in community and have vulnerability with people.
I'm excited because I haven't seen or played with either of you guys, and I've heard of you, both of you, and seen like snippets online and stuff, and I'm like, now, yes, I it'd be so awesome to, like, I just admire it, so I'm looking forward to it.
That is so awesome. Thank you. I think that'll be the best part of the evening is just bringing all of us together in community. And I just feel like It's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice for those of us who are performing and those who are bearing witness and sharing space. So I'm just really happy that to be participating in the event. Yeah, for sure. And I
gotta cut the oven off.
Oh, he's got to cut the oven. That's what happens when.
Oh, we lost your audio.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Here we are. Real people doing real things, like cooking real dinner, and yeah.
I want to add, oh, can I say one thing really quick? I just like everybody involved is so loving and kind and creative and prolific that I think that's the most fun thing about booking shows for me. And as an artist, I've been talking with a few artists, and I'm just trying to do due diligence in my life of making sure the kind of what Mayda was talking about, of just connecting with people on a very kind of like visceral and like, you know, shared value level, and not on any type of cool factor or trend, or just blocking all of that out and just like going to people that are really about connection and shared values and kindness. And I think that leads and is a really strong thing in this particular show. Everybody involved is just wonderful, wonderful humans.
Yeah, I just want to add that it's nice, and I think it's very important to like connect with other artists, because oftentimes we're stuck in our own world, you know. We're writing, we're always analyzing, we're always like expressing, but like, you know, we're working it into our art, and that's what it's like, a very personal like thing, you know. So if it can feel alone, you know, and very like just like secluded, and like you're not like, you know, you're stuck in your own world. And then when you're going through life too, it's like, man, I just want to be an artist, or I just want to perform, I just want to connect with people. So these kinds of things are like validating. Like when you know, just even talking to you guys right now is like, you know, I know you understand me, that, you know, people don't in my big girl job, or, you know, or like, you know, taxes, you know, stupid adult stuff or life stuff, you know. These kinds of things are healthy to like, okay, what I'm doing is okay. Like I'm not alone. And I hope everyone feels that too. So yeah.
I think it's really powerful that you named that. Thank you so much for just sharing, being so authentic and so honest and brave to say that. Those are things I think a lot of us as artists think a lot of the time, but we don't always put words to it. And I think that it's really powerful to actually be able to call that out and name it and be intentional as we come together. So we're coming into that space with our art, with our music, with our energy for that connection. And I think that is powerful. So how cool is that? It's Power Up Women's Day, and we're already, like, I think, inspiring each other by just the idea of it. So how cool is that, right?
Music, that's why music is so powerful. So yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, this is just, I feel very energized just listening to all of you talk, and just what a great connection that you all are making here, and will be continuing on the event on March 8th and beyond that. I know it will take us further from beyond March 8th. So what a great lineup. Way to go, Corinne.
Way to go, all of you, for saying yes and being part of it, you know. Thank you.
Thank you, Corinne, and thank you, Atim and Mayda and Krista and everybody for just allowing us to be here. Yeah. Sharing space. It's beautiful.
It is.
Well, I have to head out, but I want to say thank you so much, everybody. And I can't wait to see you all at the show.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Bye, team.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you. Good to meet you. Yeah, I'm feeling really inspired. Go ahead, Corinne.
Oh, I was going to say, I think we missed Vanessa was going to try to make it again, but I don't think she's in the waiting room.
Oh yeah, no one is there.
Okay.
No one's waiting.
Hmm.
I don't know why that's funny. It's I don't know. Okay.
You have a great laugh, Krista. I love that you're so you just easily laugh, and that's such a joyful thing to be around.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm hoping that we can invite a lot of that joyful energy in on that evening, that people come and sort of lay their burdens down at the door. I mean, we all, like Atim was saying, there's a lot of hard stuff that's happening right now, and it's no secret. And I think some of it is really pretty traumatic for a lot of people. So I think it's nice to come together in community where you can kind of take a break, have maybe a little bit of a respite, leave work at the door, leave, certain kinds of struggles at the door, have some fun, meet some new people, see some people that you know already, check out some new music, make some new connections. I'm looking forward to being able to help with your support, Corinne, putting this night together to facilitate that for people, because I think that's really important,
We need a space where we can let some of this go. It's
Mhm.
like you talked about burnout last week. It's real, if you're somebody who's empathetic and takes on the pain of the world every day, there needs to be a time it's okay to put it aside. You can't fix everything all of the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
And music does that. Like Mayda said, it's just a really good facility for that.
Mhm.
I'm ready to rock out.
Yeah, I am too.
Let's mosh.
Yes.
Very much ready to do that. Needing, like I said, we haven't done a show since December 3rd, very intentionally turning shows down just to have some space to just deal with family and holiday and get into songwriting mode and take a break from the winter. But I'm ready. I'm ready to get out there, and it's cool too, because one of the things I think about is how whenever we perform live, there's always at least two, sometimes even three other bands that are playing, depending on what the night is. And we just get so geeked actually when our set is done, where we can just really kind of enjoy watching other people, or before we go on, if we can just chill watching other people. And it's fun to make those connections so that you now have this relationship with other artists that maybe you didn't know in the same way before, and then you can maybe put shows together in the future. So
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it is like you always saying, it's just is really life affirming to be around a lot of creative people who, like Mayda, you were saying, that people who just get you, who just understand, just understand that, like a lot of the ways that, our brains are working and the things that are bringing us joy, how we want to share that and connect with other people. And we don't have to do a lot of explaining, or we explain it through our music. Loud guitars make a lot of stuff go away. Make a lot of the bad stuff go away.
That's the way of saying it.
But I guess I'm biased.
Yeah.
I mean, instruments and loud music is revolutionary, and in many parts of the world, it's viewed as a weapon, is viewed as something dangerous, and people aren't allowed to express that. So I don't take for granted being able to express myself in that way at all. I think it's a real privilege.
It is a privilege and an honor to be able to do that. Hey, there's Vanessa.
I'm so sorry. Hi.
Oh, nice.
Welcome.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Would love
now
to
we have
see
to start all over.
Yep.
Just kidding.
No. Here we go. Hey, Mayda.
Well, we've been kind of just talking in conversation about the night and everything. And Vanessa, thanks for joining. I'm glad you're able to make it. Take a
Thank
second
you.
please talk about your band a little bit, what we can expect at the show Friday.
Yeah, I'm in Spit Takes. I am the front person. I write all the lyrics, whereas our guitar player does a lot of the writing, the song structure. But we are, I would say, like punk band with lots and lots of opinions. But it's lots of good energy, and I write about being queer. I write about being a woman, and I'm usually a little crass. Some people say that.
What's wrong with that? It sounds amazing.
I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with it, but it's like I've been noticing a lot of people have been saying it. In my defense, I just think that I am a truth teller.
They're just jealous because they didn't say it.
All in perspective.
Totally.
Well, we've kind of just been talking a little bit about what's happening with everyone's music in the next year and what we're all kind of hoping for, and a lot just looking forward to community and time together on March 8th and taking that energy and going beyond that. So
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep, for sure. And I forgot to share, what we do. Cam plays guitar. I play bass, guitar, and synths, and we both write music. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Sometimes melodic, sometimes spoken, sometimes hollering.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're going to have a nice variety of music at the Power Up Women's Day Festival. Right on.
Absolutely.
Kind of a long title, but I wanted to get all those things in there.
I love it. I just keep saying it like a mantra, right? I'm ready to power up,
Me too.
Yeah.
Krista, do you have any tricks up your sleeve? Are you gonna tell jokes or anything?
I would probably make a lot of unintentional jokes because that's what I'm good at. I may just trip over something and there's the joke. Like, you never know. No, not very graceful, but we just lean into it.
Absolutely.
Someone's got to be the comedic relief a little, so I can try to fill a gap.
Nice. Does anybody have any special music that they're thinking of bringing out? Any special songs for that event, or a vibe or a mood for that Friday? We were just talking about kind of what our set list would be and just trying to think of how we could put together a set list for, the event and the energy based on the songs that we write and have. So we're doing our best, but just curious how others are thinking about approaching the event itself with what you're planning on doing.
For Spit Stakes, we are releasing a song. We released a song. It's called Gold Star, and it's kind of it is very personal to me because it's my coming out story, which happened when I was 33, and so I wanted to tell the story because I think a lot of people will relate to it, because sometimes it's very, very messy, and messy is okay. And so that's kind of what we're doing for this month, and it's just to highlight that personal story. It's called Gold Star. Gold Star gay. I don't know if any of you guys have ever familiar with that word. Well, I am not a Gold Star gay. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, real, everything is messy when it first comes out. I don't know.
Or what are we talking about anymore? Digestion?
Like, oh no, why did you say that? It's recorded now. But but I mean, in general, can we say that? I mean, but
I would agree. But like learning curves and bumps in the road are what bring you better things. You can't really avoid that. Like, I don't know if anybody felt this. I'm really into energy, and it feels like people are going through the same things at the same times. We just, not everybody is tapped into that. But I felt like last year was really hard and there were a lot of bumps. And it kind of feels like there's some growth and like openness this year, even though there's horrible things going on in the world. So that's my experience. I understand. But it does feel like you have to get through kind of a uncomfortable and painful phase of growth before you get to the good stuff.
yeah.
You do. And it's kind of like just thinking about what Vanessa was saying. It makes me think about how, yes, life is messy and it's chaotic, right? A lot of new art is messy and chaotic when the idea first comes out. But music can help us to process in a way that helps us to navigate that chaos and create some sense of order and make meaning around it. And so it's a nice vision or visual for the evening, and thinking about how we're all different genres and how we're all kind of coming together, and we're all different people, different sensibilities and personalities, and probably idiosyncrasies. And so we're all converging together for this event and putting all of our energy there and our art together. And then we'll just sort of see what happens, right? Which again is, I think, that in itself feels vulnerable and powerful at the same time, which I think really does well to fit the theme of the event itself.
Yeah, I think to go from that, like, truth can, or vulnerable can, it can render truth, I think. Like, even if it's masked with something else, if you really look at it as truth, like, and change or growth can only come from change. If you never changed, you would never grow. Like, and that can mean conflict has to happen. And I mean, like, unevenness or contention only, even if it's good or bad, whatever it is, like, or angry or mad or extremely happy, like, you can only, that will lead to growth, and sometimes you see that in hindsight, unfortunately, like, not unfortunately, fortunately, because maybe something and then you look back and you realize, wow, that needed to happen for me to come to this point. And I think if you really look, we all like had an understanding for that, then like I think we'd all be a little bit more gentle with each other and accepting with each other. And I think these kind of events, even if we like never got along, we could look at, like, like I said before, I get you, as an artist, I get you, I get your language, we can all understand the drum, right? Like, all cultures start with drums, which is ultimately, so, and that's humans.
Yeah.
I love that.
Does that mean I can fight you at the show, Mayda?
Yes. Yes, but
it's going down. We're gonna brawl.
Don't hurt my my fingers, because I need to play guitar with you. So think about that when you're beating me up.
Oh, we'll see what happens Wednesday, and we'll go from there.
Cool.
I feel like I need to bring an instrument now. Will a tambourine work?
Your heart. I don't know.
All right. Thanks, Mayda. I'll see what I can find. I'll see what I can
The
find.
a recorder has that.
Yeah.
The worst instrument when people. I do have a violin I can bring. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much for joining me tonight and talking about this event. I'm really looking forward to it and happy I get to be a part of it as well, and that we could all gather today and talk about everything coming up and building community.
Well, thank you again, Krista, for letting us be on your show and for
Definitely.
supporting
Thank
us
you.
and supporting the event. And again, another shout out to Corinne for putting it together and everybody else who is participating.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Good
you.
to share space with you.
Absolutely.